Mikko Koskinen is the starting goalie for the Edmonton Oilers right now, and he can do no wrong in pretty much every Oilers fan's eyes. While Cam Talbot, whenever he might struggle, or if he happens to lose a game in which he played very well, the fans go, Koskinen should have played.
Yeah, and that's I guess that's the way it was when Cam was playing all the games, and Laurent Brossoit would play the odd game, or when Anders Nilsson was an Oiler. Al Montoya, when you play the backup and they don't play well, you're always, why didn't you play the other guy? Well, you can't play the same guy every game. Koskinen at home has been unbeatable, 7-0, but on the road he's 500. So what are they going to suddenly do from now to the end of the year? Tell Koskinen you can only play the home games and Cam's got to play every road game, as the Oilers did back in the WHA days when they signed Jacques Plante, and part of the deal was Jacques, you play the home games. Ken Brown and Chris Worthy, sorry, but you're playing all the road games. And Jock was about 46 years old then, so he got that into his contract with Bill Hunter. But the Oilers can't do that. So Cam Talbot's got to play some games. Ken Hitchcock thinks he's got 2 goaltenders, and he does have 2 goaltenders. If Cam's game keeps getting better, the Oilers are in far better shape with 2 goalies than a lot of teams with the 1 goalie crossing their fingers every game that the guy doesn't get hurt, whether that's Vasilevsky in Tampa, Hellebuck in Winnipeg, Anderson in Toronto. Those teams cross their fingers every game, and Vasilevsky's already missed a bunch of games this year, and they had to play Louis Domingue. That's a pretty big drop-off. So 2 goalies for the Oilers certainly makes way more sense than 1.
Yeah, we saw that last year and the season before. 2 seasons ago, Talbot set an Oilers record for most games played, but then last year Talbot was injured around this time last year, and Laurent Brossoit did not fill the gap, and that led to the trade for Al Montoya.
And he didn't fill the gap either. No. Now he's in Bakersfield. He's not even the starter in Bakersfield. Shane Sterrett is the starter. So you're right. I think in today's game, you need 2 goalies. Now, the dollars have to work. I think if you ask any general manager, how much should you pay for your goalies? 10 is the ceiling. What he'd like to pay is about 7. So if you could get Talbot and Koskinen, both of whom are unrestricted free agents, I would think they might want to only sign 1 rather than 2, but if you could somehow get both goalies for $7.5, $8 million for your 2 goalies, you'd jump at it. You got 2 goalies. And some teams have got 1 goalie, as the Rangers do, say, with Lundqvist, who plays all the games, and he's getting older and making $8 million a year, but they're in the same boat as so many other teams, 1 goalie. And we saw how Montreal was when Price got hurt. Not very good. So I'm hoping Cam gets back. One thing about Cam, he's still pleasant, agreeable, and a professional when his game is poor and when his game is good. And he's more than forthright admitting that his game isn't as good as it has been, and he's working on it. And the last few games he's played, he's looked more like Cam Talbot.